Hello and welcome to R&B Reviews. I'm Dave.
And I am Rob.
And we just got out of the movies from seeing Ted 2, and that'll be our review for today.
Definitely. Now, the first Ted movie was a very big, successful movie, and what happens when the first movie is a success? You make a sequel, and that's where Ted 2 comes in. So, Dave, did this movie live up to your expectations?
Big time. I thought this was hilarious. I was, waiting for, months to see this, and when it finally came out, I was, overjoyed, and after seeing it today, I'm, really happy with the way it turned out.
Oh, how so?
Because, in my opinion, this is, even funnier than the first one. The jokes and the gags are, over-the-top funny. I mean, there is a few things that are, that were better in the first film, but for the most part, yeah, this is funny.
Okay, I don't know if I would agree with you that this one's better than the first one. I thought the first one was, it was just, light fun, entertainment, and standalone. This one definitely has a much more serious edge to it because the plot line is Ted is told that since he's not a human or a person, he doesn't have rights, which of course draws some parallels between stuff that's been going on in the, political world and everything. But, I know, there was some stuff that really worked. I agree with you that it is a funny movie. I think it's better than Million Ways to Die in the West. I think it's not as good as the first Ted, of course, but I think it was, it delivers on the laughs.
I don't know. Million Ways to Die in the West I thought was hilarious also. All the gags and stuff in that. But I definitely think this one was better than the first Ted, in my opinion. Yeah,
the reasons why I didn't really care for A Million Ways is I felt like it was a little bit too preachy, he wasn't Seth MacFarlane wasn't using humor to make his points. I mean, there's a couple of moments here that kind of seem a bit preachy when they make their points, but I think that, it definitely delivers on the laughs very much. Yeah. I think it does kind of lose a little steam towards the end. I think the movie starts off really great, and then it kind of, loses steam a little bit, especially the last third act.
Near the middle, it kind of does, but then, to me, it kind of, it picked up in the end, near the very end of the movie. It kind of picked up again and got, really funny.
And my only other criticism I have with Ted 2 is Giovanni Ribisi's character is back in this film. He plays Donnie. And to me, it just felt like his subplot was a retread of the first, of what happened in the first one. I felt like it wasn't fresh, and I felt like we had seen it before, and it didn't really any...
Yeah, I guess MacFarlane he didn't really have any other ideas as to what to do as far as, the villain, not so much villains, but the bad people in this film. I guess he really didn't have any other idea for that. Well,
I like that he tries to have different subplots in here, because I mean we have the main subplot with Ted, and I'm sure he could have came up with something new. And of course there are some gags that that are really good, but I think he kind of repeats them a bit. Like there's a gag with involving a Google search, which is done throughout the film, and I felt like it got old after a while. And same thing with Amanda Seyfried plays the lawyer, Ted's lawyer in the film. She's pretty good here. But there's some gags with her where Mark Wahlberg's character in Ted that kind of gets old too. And I know you were disappointed that Mila Kunis wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd put her in here. I mean, they basically, it's supposed to be that her character and Mark Wahlberg's character, broke up and everything, but, I mean, they could have at least, maybe shown her, in the very beginning of the movie, if at least not the entire movie, but just at least giving her a cameo appearance or something, or maybe later on in the movie or something.
Yeah, because I heard that the reason why she wasn't in the movie was because she was pregnant at the time and she wasn't put in. Yeah. But overall, it was a funny movie. I mean, there's worse comedy sequels that aren't as good as the first film. This one is definitely not one of them. I think it does deliver on the laugh. So I'm going to give it a mild recommendation to see it in theaters. It's funny. I think you'll get laughs, but I think it just loses steam. And I think there's a few gags that, got stale after a while.
Yeah, I think I liked it a little more than you did, though, but I'm going to give it, a regular see it in theaters, because I really thought this was funnier, and I think it's a lot funnier than the first one.
Okay. well, like you say, we agree to disagree.
Right.
All right, well, that's our review. Now we're going to open the floor to you. What did you think of Ted 2? Do you think it's better than the first film? Did you think it was okay? Go ahead and post your comments, and feel free to visit the YouTube page and look at some other reviews that we've put out. And thank you very much for watching.